everybody, this is Justin back with some spicy scents with some incredible sillage. I'm going to go through 5 today. This will definitely be part 1 because probably 2/3 of my fragrances are in the spicy vein. I've just discovered that's what I love. And so we're going to go with some today that I would say are on the top end of spicy. As I've dug into all the different fragrances out there that would be fall and winter scents that are spicy specifically, I haven't found a ton that have like a really strong spice. I have many that are spicy, but these are ones that are on the top end of spicy. So here we go. We'll start with one that I came across in a department store, never had heard of it, but smelled it and thought, man, this is really interesting. And that is John Varvatos Vintage. This one is very spicy, very complex. It's a tobacco scent with leather and all kinds of spices at the front. It also has a rhubarb note, which gives it an interesting kind of sweet fruitiness in the opening, and really it lasts throughout the first half of the wear probably, but it's really good. It's a very classic smell. It's something that I think probably could have done well in the 80s and something that still works really well today. I know a lot of YouTubers and kind of fragrance commentators have had a lot to say about this fragrance. So it's very classic, very spicy. It is awesome. Another one that I'll mention, these were inevitable to be in this video because they're 2 of my absolute favorites, but they also just fit this topic perfectly. And that is first, the original Spice Bomb. This one's probably my favorite scent, period. I like it better than Extreme because I feel like it's more versatile. You know, if you just go a couple sprays, this is much more of a fresh spice than Spice Bomb Extreme. And with a couple sprays, this can work in summer. It can work in spring. Of course, it also works really well in fall and in winter. But this one, there's so many spices and they are sharp and they are very distinct, and it's a pretty loud fragrance. It is sweet, but it is just incredible spicy, leaning a bit more towards fresh spicy. I absolutely love it. I wish that the Viktor and Rolf fragrances weren't so expensive. And then, of course, next up, we've got Spice Bomb Extreme. And, of course, this fragrance is no secret. Many absolutely love this thing. It is similar to Spice Bomb, the original. It's got that same DNA underneath, tons of spices, but this one is really warmed up. This is more of a warm, spicy, definitely more geared towards fall and winter. And it also has a sweet, soft vanilla that kind of blankets the whole fragrance. So if you can imagine the original Spice Bomb warmed up a little bit, blanketed with vanilla, that's kind of what Spice Bomb Extreme is all about. Absolutely amazing. It is a great kind of Thanksgiving and Christmas sort of scent. And next up, we've got Bentley for Men Intense. And these aren't necessarily in order, although the last one I still feel like is the sort of epitome of strong, spicy fragrances that I've found. There's a couple others that I'll do in future videos that are in a very similar vein. But this one, before we get to the ultimate one, Bentley for Men Intense. I've just got a little 10 ml bottle. I've only worn it a few times. I just got it a few months ago. This is a unique scent. Of course, many people say that this is niche quality at designer prices, and I think that that is true. This is a leather and incense kind of scent, but it's also got a good bit of sweetness and a lot of spices. It's a dark and warm, spicy fragrance, but that leather and that incense do make it to where this is not one that everybody would love. This is not the most easy to wear or the most probably crowd-pleasing fragrance, but I really like it. You're going to smell different from everybody else, and it lasts. This is probably an 8 to 10 hour fragrance on me. and it is absolutely awesome, and it is dirt cheap. I got this little 15 ml, I think it is, for like $12 on fragrancebuy.ca. You can get the full 100 mil, I think, for around $30 to $35 all over the internet. So this one is awesome. The final one that I want to mention, and this is one of the ones that kind of set me on this quest to find the strong, spicy fragrances, and it's not one that maybe would initially come to mind, but whenever I tried Sauvage Elixir for the first time, I thought, this is glorious. It's got it's a sweet, spicy fragrance. There's a licorice note that's very prominent. There's, of course, lavender. There's some of the same pepper that you get in the other Sauvage scents. I do actually really notice the Sauvage DNA in this one. Some say it's a completely different fragrance, doesn't even belong in the line. But I do think you can feel, you can sense that original Sauvage DNA in the base. But then, to me, the licorice is amazing, and the lavender, and this is a powerhouse fragrance. It's also powerfully expensive. I think for 60 ml is like $200. I am a father of 4. I don't make a ton of money, and so I'm not going to be spending $200 on 2 ounces of fragrance. But whenever I sampled it, it got me hooked, and I thought, I've got to find a way to get this. And so what I actually discovered is Alexandria Fragrances Et Sauvage Elixir, their version of Sauvage Elixir, is super close to Sauvage Elixir. I mean, I don't know, 95% similar, and it lasts 12 hours just like Sauvage Elixir does. This is a beast mode fragrance. It is absolutely awesome. I love it. My wife loves it. A couple of my kids who are beginning to get into fragrances love it. So Sauvage Elixir, there's several different clones of it that have become really popular. Haven't heard a ton of people talk about this one, but it is a great clone, very similar with epic performance as well. So there are 5 really strong, spicy fragrances. I've got probably enough of these to do 2 or 3 more videos like this, and so I will do that. We're coming into that time whenever those sweet, spicy fragrances really shine. And so thank you for joining me. I am Justin, and this has been Sillage Scents. And so come back for the next one. I'll see you soon.